All right, now, Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. And first and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that rule well. And of course, much peace, much mercy to the hopeful elect out there that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity, man. It's the brother Ayat coming back at you with a sit down. And that's really what it's about, man. It's about the brothers that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity, man, because we're coming down the long stretch, man. And, these are all the things that, that the apostles and elders been talking about, man, for a lot of years now, and brothers that just touched down, joining the camps, we've been in that same spirit, man, of, prophesying the downfall of many kingdoms, man, great kingdoms, we're seeing it manifest, man. And, like I was saying in my previous video, man, just a reminder of the song, one of the quotes in one of the Tupac songs, I believe. I think it was the song that he has with Scarface. I think it's called Smile, but he had said that, man, you're gonna see some things that's gonna make it hard to smile, and that's what it's gonna definitely boil down to, man. And so right now, you definitely see in the news, you see more and more talks about the coronavirus and how it's running rampant, And my last video also, I was trying to talk about the next place that was being quarantined at, which it was Italy. So I wanted to make sure I clarified that. But there's reports all over, man. Here in the U.S., U.K., where else is that? I believe Russia, everywhere, man. You know, just looking at the images that I have on my screen right here, it says, should people be afraid of the coronavirus? It says the CDC says no. So, they want you just to be relaxed and think everything is all gravy, man, as they sit back and work on their mastermind plan, man. These are the elite that, going back to the Georgia Guidestones, because they're into that depopulation, to bring the population down to 500 million when it's already, 7 billion people here. And I think I seen something recently with Bill Gates, and he was talking about in like a few, and maybe a couple of years, he said it'd be up to about 9 billion, and he was saying you can't have that. So they rely on him to come up with vaccines that will basically kill people, man, and that's exactly what it is. So also in the news I seen recently that they were talking about the coronavirus, saying that they should have basically an antidote for it in a couple weeks. So look out for Bill Gates, to get a shine on right then and there. So you got people gonna be terrified and don't know what to do about it because they don't know if it's airborne, and if you think about it, if it's airborne, people wearing goggles and a face mask and all that, it's only a matter of time. We just think about it. You can't have that stuff on 24/7. What you going to sleep with it on, and you know, every restaurant, every food place you go to, it's just a matter of time, man. And then you have FEMA camps turned into concentration camps. You know, it's going to have consequences to people that don't want to take the vaccine. It's going to get crazy out here, man. It really is. And just scrolling to the right, let's see. It says the Asian financial market plummets basically as deadly outbreak. We seeing that also, man. Like I was talking about in my last video, Wish, the Wish app, is based out of China. And if you are ordering anything through there, you notice that that it's talking about your things won't arrive for a couple months maybe. You got cases out there in New Zealand. It says even in the Tokyo Disneyland. See, so all that mirth, all that folly, is gonna be brought down low, man. The time of judgment ain't, it's not the time. Nobody gonna be, a big cheese smile on their face, Let's see. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, that was 11 hours ago. So, of course, it's probably talking about more cases popping up in other places, especially here in America. I've seen cases in San Antonio, San Francisco, and not to mention the people that voluntarily quarantine themselves off in New York, I believe. No, is that Florida? No, it is New York, Slovakia. All right, and right, and this is the main thing too, man. It says corona's epidemic. U.S. retailers could see some empty shelves by mid-April. So that's another thing, because if you're on quarantine and you're not able to go anywhere, you think about China having 780 million people quarantined that can't go anywhere. How they getting their daily meals? A lot of people eat 3 times a day. And if you want to be sitting there talking about what the government must feed you, you think they're gonna be making phone calls to that 780 million people 3 times a day, making sure they got their food. You're gonna totally rely on that. So it's gonna get crazy, man. It's gonna go back all to the scriptures. Like it talks about sedition of men. I believe that's in Second Esdras, 15th chapter. Where it talks about you won't be able to. You'll want to flee and go to another city, but you won't be able to, man. Martial law, all things that be coming down the pipeline. And I got some scriptures lined up, of course, but and then you had Trump talking about everything is all good. He got things on lock here in America. Hey, the scriptures talk about, man, straight from the womb, that they come out the womb speaking lies, man. He said he'll leave all the coronas talks to Vice President, I forget his name, I think it's Pence. So let's see, California monitoring about 8,400 people for coronavirus, and it talks about also some people that had the coronavirus were released and put on a plane with people that didn't have it. So it's all a setup, man. If you're paying attention, man, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We know that. You think about the movie Resident Evil. This is how they get down. They plan this stuff out, but the Most High, of course, is going to throw a monkey wrench into it all, man. But they have it planned out on. Oh, it says Americans are avoiding Corona beer. Wow. At mid coronavirus outbreak. See? Wow. See? That just shows that the slight panic, man, that they, just because the Corona has a name, and the Corona beer has the name Corona in it, they're avoiding the beer. Hey, man, see, so that just leads to people going to be, lined up to take that vaccine, which is, most likely probably going to kill you or give you it. Now, who knows the measurements, man? But, for brothers on this side of the spectacle and this truth, man, we want to stay prayed up, man, for sure. Praying for Akim all across the 4 corners of the globe, man, and a few women that actually believe. Praying for brothers that have children, that the Most High look out for them, because it's going to be heavy out here, man. But anyway, let me get into a couple precepts I had lined up just to continue to paint the picture. So we have, we'll start off with Revelations 12 and 11. It says, and they overcame him, which is the so-called white man, which is what the Bible speaks of. The so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, which is the deceiver. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. So we held fast to the testimony. We knew about the prophecies, and we overcame because we were prepared. We were calling out to Yahweh and Yahweh. We were sighing and crying to have that exempt from judgment marked on us. You know what I mean? It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimonies. See, the testimony of Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy. So, the scriptures say, rather you prophesy. And brothers has been doing that. And they loved not their lives unto death. See, and that's the key too. They loved not their lives unto death. So, whatever situations brothers are dealing with, the Most High have to throw a monkey wrench into, our daily lives as well to, put that flame back on us, man, as far as catching hell in some degree to have us in the spirit of hating our lives unto death. Don't get it misconstrued, because scripture says love your soul. So that's not, talking about waking up and, on some weird ass shit, just, want to not take care of yourself and things of that nature. Not hating your soul, but it's hating your lives, hating the the lifestyle here, the whole setup here, man. And these things must take place, man, because if you look around, brothers are tired of seeing two men walking down the street holding hands with their fucking with their hands in each other's back pocket, man. We're tired of seeing that. We're tired of seeing our women having girlfriends and shit like that, you know. And you were tired of seeing a so-called white man on a damn motorcycle driving up the street with a damn American flag on the back of the motorcycle, all proud and shit. We sick of it. Sick of seeing our people tatted up from head to toe, the whole arm sleeves and all that shit. Scriptures talk about making no markings for the dead. Our people don't want to hear it. You know what? Grab that. Not only do they not want to hear it, but our people don't believe in order. The order on high. They believe in the order about when you go to work and stuff like that, and you listen to the manager. Yeah, that's all good, but they don't. They think that doesn't pertain to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is Isaiah 6:9, and he said, "Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not." And that's the point. So you telling these people, but they ain't trying to hear you indeed, and they don't understand. They walk after their own understanding. Basically, they made them own selves pastors and preachers. They preach. I don't know what they're preaching to themselves, but hey, it's obviously wrong, man. And let me go back to that scripture by Revelations. It says, and love not their lives unto death, man. And I came home and it was a regular TV on, and they had a new show called Batwoman, and Batwoman has a damn girlfriend and a damn show. What the heck? This place, man. You got people fighting for transgender equality, and it's just too much, man. Most High gotta be bringing these pestilence because here goes the precept for that. Matthew 24:22. It says, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." See, so for the elect's sake, the Most High has to bring these plagues upon the earth, man, because you leave it to the so-called white man, there'd be no flesh to be saved. Like I said, going back to Resident Evil, the movie, man, so-called white man and the rest of the elites, they go underground and, have enough food and storage, for a good 6-7 months, maybe a year or two, who knows? They want to come back when the dust is settled and restart, reboot everything. That's their mind state. So the Most High says, for the elect's sake, he had to shorten the days, meaning he has to bring the famine and the pestilence and the sword. Like the scriptures say, our people are going to be wondering what to do. And the scripture says, tell them, hey, some to death, some famine to the famine, some to the captivity, meaning concentration camps and things of that nature, Let me see. Make sure I had all the precepts. Okay. Yeah, kind of, I just wanted to paraphrase the last precept I had lined up, man. But, it's going down on a major level, man. Keep your eyes open, man. And if you're not in this truth, man, definitely reconsider, man, and look at everything and see who can be your shield. Because, woe to them that trust in man. Don't trust in that damn government, man. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, it said only his name, will be exalted, when it gets crazy. When it gets crazy, because everybody gonna be calling on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But, last thing I want to say, man, Revelation 12:12 tells us, man, Satan knows that, so-called white man, that the adversary, knows that he has a short time. So, he's coming down with great wrath. So this is part of his thing, man. You know, and also too, I want to mention too about those masks, because the government has said that there are about 30 million masks. That's how much they have enough for, about 30 million masks. But they said they really need more, like 300 million. So right then and there, man, a lot of people are going to be catching it, man. And then people are going to be, nervous about having certain people around them. You have places in Japan where they want to close down schools. Um, hey, every day we wake up, the Most High, going to bring something new to the table, man. So keep your eyes open, man. Again, stay prayed up, man, and continue to pray for Akim as well. And do what you need to do in this truth, man, by working out your own salvation. Hey, with that being said, call halal to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone that rule well, and much peace, much mercy to the hopeful elect that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity. And until next time, Shalom.